When's the last time I asked for some help that I couldn't get from nobody else, yeah, nobody. I don't get weak in the knees, honey spread out like a fan. Perfect like some Gucci sandals. Open the sky, get a handful. Torso marked up like a vandal. How you not f***ing with cash? God give you what you can handle. Give you what you can handle. I got the grip like a hand.
Starting in the late 1800s, beginning of the 1900s, cycling represented a significant proportion of trips in Amsterdam. After the Second World War, cycling decreased significantly. That was to do with the city's approach to building kind of in a modern way, building for the future, which implied building primarily for the automobile. So in the 60s, if you biked, you were viewed as like a left-wing hippie. And if you were pro-economy, more right-wing, you would say, okay, of course we need space for cars. Cars are about economy, cars are about growth, cars are about prosperity, cars are about development. You saw a sharp decrease in cycling also because of the safety concern. And out of that came this kind of revolution, or people demanded safe cycling infrastructure.
By 1970s, people got fed up with it. And in 1975, the Fietsersbond, the cycling campaign, was founded. And since then, Amsterdam developed a bicycle policy, and the main part of the bicycle policy was developing a bicycle network.
The key to Dutch cycling infrastructure is that it is there in the first place. The people who designed the streets had cycling in mind. In every design they make, cycling is always included. For instance, when there's a shared road space, the speeds will be low, the motor traffic volumes will be low, so cycling can take place in the same space where cars use the space. At main roads where there is a lot of volume, where the speeds are higher, there you need separation. It can either be physical or visible, where you say, okay, this is the space for cycling.
So one of the things that they're doing in the Netherlands is progressively taking more and more space away from cars and making it easier for people to walk and bike. Some streets that they're totally taking out of commission for cars. And one of my favorite is a street where it's now only for bikes and trams. It's one of the most beautiful streets I've seen. A red asphalt for bikes, wide sidewalk, and then the train running on a grass median. It's really lovely street.
The good thing in Amsterdam is that by now politicians actually acknowledge, they realize that bicycles are just good for the city. So you'll hear a lot that people bike in Amsterdam because it's flat. Okay, well, that's certainly part of it. But you could say that actually a bigger reason why people bike in Amsterdam is because of the short distances. When people are able to get on their bike and get to a meeting in 15 minutes and not have to be stuck in traffic, that's good for the economy. Amsterdam is really a compact city. We actually see that a majority of cycling trips in Amsterdam are 5 kilometers or less, which you can only achieve when you have a certain level of density and diversity of functions.
The biggest difference between cycling in the Netherlands and any other country is that we see it as transport. Everybody can do it. Whereas in most other countries, it's seen as a sport that you dress up for, that you do when you're fit and when you want to work out. Here, we just dress for the destination, not for the cycling.
So mobility is really about public space, and public space is about compromises and choices. The fact that when you build a street that's really comfortable or attractive for cars, it's very difficult for that street to also be fundamentally attractive and comfortable for pedestrians or cyclists. I mean, in North America, it's not really portrayed as a public space discussion, but it is, because streets are the largest asset that any city has.
Cycling as a whole is very good for society. It's non-polluting and you get an active population that doesn't use so much space as people who are in a car.
The sawtooth, it's a very simple device that conveys a lot of important information and helps an intersection to operate smoothly. So if it's pointing to you, you are supposed to slow down and let whoever is crossing your path go.
Because of the footprint of a bicycle and a pedestrian, they can interact very easily, look each other in the eyes, and you can determine who goes first. So you can just weave and go around each other.
I think one set of benefits that are not discussed nearly enough are actually kind of the social well-being, community cohesion benefits. People on bikes, they make more eye contact with each other, and it's actually in these small interactions with strangers that you create a community and a society where people can trust other people that might look different from them, for example, or that you don't interact with. It leads to more resilient communities.
It's good for the citizens, it's good for their health. It can be really quiet in the city also, so you don't have a lot of noise and pollution. Cycling has made the city livable again because it was a good alternative for the car.
Happiness?
Liberating.
Wonderful.
It's effective.
Fun.
Very good.
Socially inclusive?
Efficient.
Freedom. You can get anywhere really fast.
Convenient.
Relaxed. It's never stressful to cycle in Amsterdam.